Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to where we dive into the world of rare, vintage, and valuable coins. Today, we're taking a close look at the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, a coin you might already have in your pocket change or inherited from a family collection. But the big question is it worth anything in circulated condition? Stick around, because the answer might surprise you. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, shortly after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It quickly became a patriotic symbol, and many Americans began hoarding them as a tribute to the late president. Initially struck in 90% silver, the coin's composition changed over the years. By 1971, the U.S. Mint had completely removed silver from general circulation coins, including the Kennedy half. Now, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar was minted in large quantities. Over 200 million struck across the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with an additional proof version from San Francisco. So while it's not considered rare, its age and design make it a fascinating piece of U.S. numismatic history. Let's talk about the design. On the obverse, that's the front. You've got a left-facing portrait of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse features the presidential seal, with an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, designed by Frank Gasparro. The 1974 half dollar is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a pure copper core. It weighs about 11.34 grams and has a diameter of 30.6 mm. So, let's get down to business. How much is a 1974 Kennedy half dollar worth in circulated condition? The short answer is, not much more than face value, usually around 50 to 75 cents. That's because so many were made, and most have no silver content. But here's what you need to look out for: condition matters. Heavily worn coins will fetch close to 50 cents, while lightly circulated examples might get you 75 cents to $1. Mint marks. Check under Kennedy's neck for a mint mark. A D means it was struck in Denver, while no mint mark means Philadelphia. Neither is especially rare, but it's good to know. Proof coins from San Francisco, marked with an S, were not intended for circulation. If you find one in circulation, that could be worth a few dollars depending on condition. There are some rare error coins from 1974 that you absolutely should be looking for. The most famous is the 1974 D double die obverse. This error shows noticeable doubling on the word, "In God We Trust," and parts of Kennedy's profile. These can sell $4.30 to $200 plus, depending on grade. Always inspect your 1974 D coins under magnification. If you spot doubling, it's time to send it to a third-party grading service for authentication. If you're thinking of selling your 1974 Kennedy half dollar, here are a few tips. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its value. Use a magnifying glass to check for errors or varieties. Visit a local coin shop or check recent sales on eBay to get a ballpark value. For a more serious sale, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC. As a collector, these coins are great for beginners. They're affordable, widely available, and offer a slice of history. Even if the value is low, they can be a fun and meaningful addition to your collection. So, is the 1974 Kennedy half dollar worth a fortune? Not really, unless you've got an error coin or an uncirculated example. But that doesn't mean it's worthless. Every coin tells a story, and the Kennedy half is a powerful piece of American history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just a few months after President John F. Kennedy was assassinated on November 22, 1963. The nation was in mourning, and Congress moved quickly to honor the fallen president by redesigning the 50-cent piece. The idea gained bipartisan support almost immediately. Designers Gilroy Roberts, obverse, and Frank Gasparro, reverse, who already worked for the U.S. Mint, created the coin's design in just a few weeks. The first Kennedy half dollars were struck in 90% silver, and Americans began hoarding them not only as keepsakes, but also because of their silver content. By the late 1960s, the price of silver was rising, and it became too expensive to produce circulating coins with high silver content. In 1971, the U.S. Mint stopped producing half dollars with any silver in them, except for limited collector's editions. From 1971 onward, the Kennedy half dollar was struck in copper-nickel clad, with a copper core and a nickel outer layer. In 1974, the Kennedy half dollar was struck at 3 mints Philadelphia, no mint mark, over 201 million coins Denver, D mint mark, over 79 million coins San Francisco, S mint mark, only 2.6 million coins, All proofs for collectors, this was one of the highest total mintages for any year of the clad half-dollar, reflecting ongoing demand, even though by the 1970s, the coin was already falling out of daily circulation. Many people still held onto half-dollars as keepsakes or out of habit from the earlier silver issues. The U.S. was still dealing with the effects of the Vietnam War, which would end the following year. President Richard Nixon was in office but embroiled in the Watergate scandal, which would lead to his resignation in 1974. Economically, the U.S. was entering a period of stagflation, and inflation was on the rise, which meant coins were worth less in purchasing power, adding to the disuse of the half-dollar. Though it doesn't contain silver and is generally not rare, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is symbolic *** of national memory and the continued reverence for JFK. A snapshot of a transitional period in U.S. coinage, a great starter coin for new collectors due to its affordability and history. Sometimes home to era varieties, like the 1974 D double die obverse, which can be worth significant money. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit the bell so you never miss a drop of coin knowledge. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a 1974 Kennedy half-dollar in your change? Did it turn out to be valuable? We'd love to hear your stories.